I'm gonna throw a ball buster just to kind of stir things up at first and see if, I don't know, maybe they want a chompy chomp, dude. That could be really cool. Might as well try it. Thing's not spinning. There we go. That's funny. Oh, fish on. Fish on. I'm serious. On the ball buster. Yeah.
Well, good evening, everybody. Exciting times. Got lots of news. Let's get right into the fishing report. If you ain't fishing, you're wishing you were fishing. Trust me, there's a atmospheric river coming in, and oh my goodness, you guys are going to want to be a part of that. So I live on the coast. I actually get to watch the bird dives to see what kind of activity that we have going. And those fish know it's now time to go upriver. The first time you heard me say that, and all of these times, right? Oops, hang on. Let me get to the comments here. Okay, so first time that you guys heard me say that, I am very excited. I have actually been in the bait lab, and that's the video that you're seeing right there, getting everything ready for this rush that's about to come. And I'm older, so I like to plunk. And welcome in everybody. And we're trying to get up to 20 people tonight, so we can do the mystery color giveaway, and I'll explain that later. But anyway, so we were waiting for that water to go up so that I can plunk because I'm an old guy, right? And I love plunking with the equipment that I make because I catch a lot of fish, you guys. So the bobber and stuff, I could do that for a while, but I'm just getting older and starting to wear out, right? So I'd rather be inside right there doing the bait lab stuff, and I'll talk about that later. But let me tell you something. Upriver right now, the waters are low. There's a lot of boots up there that swam up there, and they're already on the spawn, all the rest of it. We're not seeing a hook jaw yet. But yeah, I can tell that those guys have moved up into their spawning beds, which is pretty much for most people out of their fishing regulation or their deadlines or whatever you want to call it. So I know with this rain because I live right on the ocean in the bay. I'm telling you guys, after this rain, if you're not out fishing, then you should just stay home wishing because it is going to be extraordinary. So Ria Chung, hello. Patty Lowe, hello. Wilson Flanders, hello. Mr. Dakota, hello. Welcome in everybody, and let me get back to the fishing report. So guys, listen. I see that this is the a very early atmospheric river that's coming in. So it's going to finish pushing the fish that were sitting in the bays that have just come in and swam back out because the water was just about right. The temperatures weren't exactly there yet. After this storm, trust me, they'll be there. There'll be snow up in the mountains. That water temperature will drop down to where it needs to be, and I might even go trolling one more time, right? Because I know the fish come through till November. So I might troll one more time just to see how big those Chinook are going to be. Because the big Chinook, there's been a few here and there, but those big Chinook haven't come in yet. So I'm telling you guys, now listen, if you catch a boot, don't even touch it. Just cut your line at the hook and let that fish go. They don't spawn with their mouths. And I learned that from Jim Sells, a very famous guy. He's been around for a long time. So just cut the hook and let that fish go, okay? But I'm telling you, the coho opened back up on the 25th, which just so happens to be, hiya, Robert, just so happens to be the perfect day to go fishing, which is going to be Monday, which is the 25th. So make sure you check your eggs. But listen, I'm going up there to go plunk and just catch the hell out of fish because I already know what's going to happen. So, guys, take a look at your rivers. They'll all rise. but the water temperature is going to drop. So if it goes even a half inch, which I know that they will, all up and down the coastal line, those fish are going up because that's what was, hi, you Randy. That's what was stopping those fish from going up. I was out with Garrett Brown, and him and I were fishing, and we're there for the high tide. We're out in the flats, and we're there for the high tide. And we literally watched the school turn around and go back out. I wish I had a faster boat so I could have got out ahead of them, but I don't. So I have a slow boat, but that's okay because I troll. So I wish I could have got out ahead of them. That's not going to be happening now, you guys. And the reason why I think that you're finding so many boots up the river is because that when I was out fishing our jaws, I was seeing fish that were already bronzed where we catch all chromers, right? So I do believe that they would come in a little bit, and that was the general consensus between us and Garrett Brown. Hi, David Brown. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I think that they went up a little bit and hit that warm water and split. So now that warm water is not going to be an issue because I was out, I stick my hand in the water and find out if it's comfortable for fish or not. And it's definitely comfortable. Now it's going to be even more so, you guys. So the river fishing is on. So we're talking beads, eggs, sand shrimp, all of the things that you guys normally throw at them. I will say this, if you watch the intro, I got a report from one of our brothers on In and on the Net, which he's going to put up some water level reports for you guys. He's sort of waiting until we find out what the storm is. So please check that out because that's a very informative video about the water levels for the whole state of Oregon. He does a really good job, you guys. But he said that they were on the hardware. So that was the ball buster, and I'll explain that a little bit later because that seems to be an issue about how to use the ball buster because it's so new. Yep. So yeah, I'm seeing David Brown is saying that yep, I'm catching colored fish. Yep. I think that that's about to change here really quick, David. I know fish, been doing this all my life, and I got lots of white hair. So, and I can see what's coming in. It's extraordinary. The coho. So usually when we're fishing at this time of the year, it's a little bit colder, right? So we see coho jumping all over the place, right? Not this year. That water was way too warm. But as it cools down, those fish are out there circling out in front, trust me. So those fish are going to come through with a big bang. So I would say that this next weekend, if it's raining and you don't mind the rain, but us steelhead fishermen don't, get out and throw something at them, you guys. They were on the hardware. I think as the water muddies up a little bit, I think maybe they'll be on the scent. So get the eggs out there with your scent on it, get your sand shrimp out there. All right, so then let's go to the crabbing report. Okay, so guys, the crab are huge. They're big. Get in there, get to them before the rain starts. Because I know myself, I wanted to put up my crab for Thanksgiving, right? Because I make a dip out of it, right? So I'm going to go out and take my boat out. I'm going to pull my boat from my mooring, take my boat out and go crabbing. And then I'm going to sit around and I'm going to shake the crab. Maybe I should do a video on that for you guys about how to shake crab so that you can save it for that. You freeze it in milk was the general consensus so that you could then take that out, that cooked crab out, and use it for one of your dips for the holidays, you guys. All right, so without further ado, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys tonight, and I'm waiting for my wife to say, okay, let me go back. I want to say hi to Gregory and Jason Dunn, and thank you guys for coming in. We've been doing this for about a year now, and just don't really get a lot of people in here. So we're really thanking all of you for coming in. So I'm going to go up to the top. Hinkley was the first. Wilson Flanders was the second. Patty, Ria Chung, Robert McAllister, Randy Lowe, David Brown. David Brown, yeah, what's up? It's fishing time now, bro. Gregory A. Split Hill, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And then I see that Mr. Flanders was the first one to say hi to somebody else. And I would hope that you guys would use this platform to disseminate information amongst yourselves because that my comments, the actual comments that when you write something to me shows up. But this is a pretty private place to share your information amongst all of yourselves. Okay? With that said, we've been playing a game now for the last 5 weeks, and it's called If You Can Find Something New Inside of the Studio, this is God Said Fishing Studio. We built this specifically so that we would have a studio. And Jason Chrome just joined us. Hi, Garrett. So we built this studio just specifically for during the wintertime for the fishing reports. If you look at the screen that's right there, that's me shooting baits. And tonight we're going to release a new color that, oh my God, everybody's just raving over it, right? It's a beautiful color. We already know it catches fish because we've had it the year before. We just didn't release it because it takes a lot of work. So that being said, guys, listen, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and be in the bait lab and work the baits. I've created so many new baits for all of you fishermen that it's still new and people are still learning what has been created. But tonight we have the first of the giveaways, which was if you could guess what's new inside of the studio, that prize is gone for 4 weeks, you guys. Okay. So my wife, Jo, is now inside of Facebook. Good evening, Mr. Don Flanders. Heading out tomorrow. Hope we have Barbara Downs. You should, but they're probably going to be in the boot size. But that's all right. That's a big fish, right? Like I said, just cut your hook at the line and let that fish go. Don't even take it out of the water. Because they have that slime on. Let me go ahead and finish explaining that. They have a protective slime on them so that as they're fighting and going through the sticks and all the rest of that, it helps protect them. So they can go up and do their spawn. So it's very important not to touch that slime because they'll fight when they're on the spawning beds. That helps heal them to get them through. We've all seen zombie fish before as they're coming down the river. Well, if you notice the spots that they're zombied on, it's the head, the back, and the tail. Those white spots are where they got bit, and that slime protected them until after they spawned because they're spawned out. So that slime's no longer on them, and those are actual battle scars on those fish. So, okay, so that enough said. So today is the 16th, and Jason Chrome has hit 2 years of sobriety, you guys. So see, I like it that you guys are talking amongst yourselves. So now let me go on. Okay, so there was in the video that I showed tonight, there was an issue about when you throw the ball buster out. Okay, when you throw the ball buster out, it's got a big ball on the end of it, you guys. It looks something like this. Okay, I hope that you guys can see that big old ball on the end of that, right? The reason that that ball is there is to pull this spinner down. As it's being pulled down, this blade is spinning around like this. Okay? That's your first chance to catch a fish because usually when it's falling like that and it goes through the water column, if that fish is somewhere in that water column and you're somewhere near him, he's going to take it. Now, this then hits the bottom and you'll feel it and you pick it up. Well, of course, when you're picking this up, you're picking the weight up. So when it finally turns, it takes a second for the blade to start spinning. But if you notice the video on the front of this, Joshua goes, blade ain't spinning. Boy, as soon as that blade started spinning, wham. And there's a reason why. That fish saw that ball buster go down, picked up, and start coming back. That was 3 times that had a chance to agitate that fish. Trust me, he nailed it. He hit it so hard that it stretched his lip. Okay. So that's the kind of things that we're creating for you guys. Um, and I wanted to say something about that. Okay. So I've been really quiet. I've just been creating. We've been doing this for 5 years now. I've just been really quiet. I've been creating because I wanted to do what Lure Jensen did. They created a lot of great baits at a great price for us that caught fish. So we did that. We made sure that we did that. So I know it's supposed to be the fishing report tonight. I should probably be doing this in the bait lab, but I want to explain to you guys what's going on. So you see me inside of the bait lab right there. Guys, I'm ready to fire up the bait lab to its full potential. Okay, so we do lead, we do the plastics. Pretty soon we'll be doing the plugs again, all the rest of that. So really and I've got new stuff coming. I just can't release it right now, but we have new stuff coming. So the technology that we have inside of that lab right there, you guys should be enjoying that. We have on godsendfishing.net, which we reopened the store for you guys so that you can order stuff. I have a complaint about the shipping. I've kept it as low as I can, but I've got the mailing part of it taken care of for you guys. So, okay, so my buddy Auto Magic joined us tonight, and we have Chasing Crump, so I'll get back to that. Okay, so we have now so that we can probably do the next day shipping. Now, mind you, I'm in a remote town. If your order comes in on Thursday night, I'll do my best to get it out on Friday. But really, Friday, if you're not there first thing in the morning, it sits for the weekend. But other than that, if you get it in on the weekend and I put it in on Monday's mail, because Saturday they'll pick up, they're getting better. But if they pick up on Saturday mail, it will go. And you guys will have tracking on that because the website actually has the tracking when you put your order in. So you'll get to see where it's at. But I'm doing my best now as we fire up that bait lab right there and get the leads, the plastics, the bobbers, the things that we need out there on the market for you guys. Okay, let me finish that. That we're going to do our best to ship that morning. So I'm going to back off of the fishing and I'm going to get inside of the bait lab and I'm going to make baits for you guys. And I will have plenty of them. The store is at a physical location, which is at 425 Cedar in Waldport. You can contact me on Facebook and come and join us. Okay, and there's where you're going to want to come in and build your guide box because that will run our normal colors on the website, but the custom colors that need to be tested, you will get a discount. The colors that need to be tested, you could put into your bead box. Okay, I'm not going to pander for orders. Okay, I'm just going to create a bunch of baits. So I wanted to say that, okay? So now, I want to stop that, and I want to say, YouTube is a great place, you guys. Facebook is a great place. We can disseminate information amongst all of ourselves, okay? But also, too, we can support each other inside of there. I've watched 2 of my brothers that I hold dearly, right? Go through some very, very bad times. And you want to know something? They handled it like men and handled it like champs. But they wanted to go out and go fishing and catch fish so that they can release that stress. And that's what this platform is about. You guys know that there's an atmospheric river coming. The fish are coming because I can see them in the bay, you guys. I know that they're coming. So disseminate that information. Check on your brothers, check on your sisters, make sure that they're doing good because some of them don't say anything and you'll just notice the change in them. You know, we have a tight knit community, and that tight knit community, we need to support one another inside of that community. And I'm going to be the first to say, thank you, brothers, for showing your hearts, and it did not go unnoticed. Okay, so now back to we have a new color. And oh my God, what's coming next? You guys just are going to be as excited as I am. See the big old smile on my face? I'm a bait maker. I'm in all the bait maker stations. Trust me, I'm known as a bait maker. Probably as a master bait maker, but I don't want to brag, okay? Oh my God, what we have coming is going to be extraordinary. And tonight, you're going to see the first of it, okay? So I want to introduce you guys to the Mango Tango, all right? And this thing is just an unbelievable color. So let me see if I can do this justice on here. Oops, wrong one. Oops, that's the old box. Oh, by the way, if somebody guesses what's new inside of the studio, which I have not seen any guesses yet, 7 watching. Okay, so hang on, let me get to that. We have 7 watching. Invite your friends. And on Facebook, we had 12 at the highest point, so that's 19. We need one new person in for me to open up the mystery box. This is still the box that has our new bead inside of it. Oh, there we go. Okay, a new bead inside of a bead. We also have, let's see what else we got here. Oh, that was all the new beads inside of a bead. Oh, wait a second, the molten bead. That won't rub off. Okay, so that's the molten bead that won't rub off. You can't rub that up, molted off. Okay, so the other beads that you guys get when you the molten bead rubs off, this won't. Okay, so there we go. We now have a molten bead that won't rub off. That's just part of that package. There's some ball busters for running some other stuff, which I'll explain all that. It's got the Okie Drifter in there. Oh, by the way, I do have the jig heads now. And these little guys right here, let me tell you something. If you go to Komodo Fishing out of, he's got a YouTube channel where he uses nothing but those jigs and catches one steelhead right after another, right? So, yeah, you guys need to get hip to that stuff. Okay, so we need one more viewer. Joe, how many do we have on Facebook, my love? If we get up to 8 on Facebook or another one up on there, we can actually do the giveaway tonight. So because that, let me tell you something. I want to unveil the color. You guys can just go ahead and go into the website to find it, which is now back open for you guys. So invite a friend in, you guys. Okay, so Garrett Brown says, look at my comment. Let's see where it's at here. Okay, so I think Garrett, you know what? I like smart people. Okay, so I see Garrett look at my comment twice. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, it's not letting me look at it, Garrett. So I think, okay, so we're starting to dive down on that one. And if you're not here to win this mysterious color, yeah, go to GodsetFishing.net. Okay, there it is. Raven Hatfield, yo, bro, you were the next one in to make us to 20. So Raven, thank you so much for coming in because I have a new color that I want to introduce you guys to, right? Oh my God, this thing is unbelievable. So David Brown invited in Randy Dwelling too, and Brandon. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, so listen, we'll give it 1 second, then I'll unveil this new color. So what's coming? I'm telling you, us fishermen were unaccessible to it, right? But I called and I talked to that person, and oh my God, the malted, the powders that we're going to be able to dip our plastic baits in as we're out fishing to add to enhance. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's a game changer in the industry. As me being a bait maker, I know these things, right? I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And if you've been watching the video over there, I mean, I'm doing double shoots, I'm doing single shoots, I'm doing twisties, I'm doing all kinds of stuff, you guys. But this color, oh my God, I cannot wait for you guys to see the rest of what's coming. So, for example, we've probably all seen something similar to this. But this color, see, it's just so wild. It wants to glow so hard. It wants to glow so hard that you guys can't really see the color. I wish that I had a better camera, which got sort of dropped over the side of the boat. I did have the 4K camera, but I had it out to do bobber downs, and that thing just said kerplunk and went right to the bottom of the bay. Oh, well, it happens. So let me try to find something smaller here. Gosh, just none of them are really going to show this. So this Mango Tango, you guys, was a color that we made before and we kept it on the shelves, which anybody that knows me knows that I keep colors on the shelf until I'm convinced that it's a good color. Well, with the new stuff that we have coming, these colors don't bleed. They stay consistent, they glow consistent, they hold the scent so much better. This is a scented plastic, you guys, and the plastisol smell is like that much compared to where we were before because the additives that we put to it were just ruining a bait, right? I mean, when the water's clear and those fish see the color and they're still not biting, that's telling you that they want the scent and they don't want that plastisol scent. So I challenge all of the other bait makers from the Pacific Northwest tonight to show us that you're not shooting out of Pyrex equipment and you're using something that holds your temperature consistent, right? So that you're not having to reheat and all the rest of that, so that your scent, so that your glows, your UV, your colors are not burning into this plastisol. Because that when they burn into this plastisol, that might be the factor of that fish hitting it or not. It's that important. You know, we use organic scents. Trust me, you guys, they're made from organic stuff. And it took me 6 years to going on 7 to perfect that. We are God sent, for God's sake, guys. We are a scent company. I just wanted to make sure that they were perfect. And they are, and they're in our baits. If I can heat these up to 343 degrees and that scent hold, yeah, the fish are smelling this. All right, guys. You know what, Brian? Okay, so Brian actually made a comment. You know what, you guys? I'm just going to make this invitation right now. I want my brother, Brian Rosenblum, to come down here and take this studio for a spin. This studio has a lot of things in it, Brian. It doesn't just have that view. We've got the couches, we've got the inside, we've got the top. Brian, you are more than welcome to come and help us take this studio for a spin. And I wanted to show you some new technology that just came up today. I got a post from StreamYard that says that when we do this now, YouTube is now recognizing when we put the description in, and I would love to show you that. And just by the way, I would love to spend the day with you laughing and giggling because that's what you and I do. And you want to know something? You should probably bring down some of your fishbowl holders because it's plunking time. And these guys don't have them. And they're going to want them. So come, spend the day. Let's get together. Let's take the studio for a spin, brother. I would love that deeply. And I would hope that enthusiasm that I have would cheer you up. And I know that we're doing that with Garrett. I've been waiting for him to recover so that I could do that with him. He's getting better. Cast came off today. Things are happening. So, yes. All right, guys. I think that we're up to our 30 minutes. I know, right? But Brian, we're going to do some laughing, dude. I'm telling you. And then the crabbing stuff too. You know what? Now's the time that we need to throw those crab snares out there and try the scent that we have. One of them just with the scent in it, right? And let's compare the three of them. We might be onto something there, Brian. And it really does sound fun. We could take the boat, we could take a crab, we could take the snares out and try them in a boat. I've not seen anybody after you drop your crab pots. I usually just take a chicken wing and put it on my fishing pole as I'm waiting, and just to see if I can catch an extra one. That sort of makes crabbing fun for me. Um, you know what? Okay, so there is that. Okay, guys. So Mr. Flanders, good night, Rhea. You know what? We can't wait for you to come up and visit. Trust me. Um, yeah. So Raven, yes, we definitely need to get back out and go fishing. Okay, but Mr. Flanders just said that we sort of need to all have a get together. So Auto Magic Fishing, Garrett Brown. As soon as you guys are ready, let's do that. Let's do a Friday night blast, right? Let's go into the bait lab. I'll fire up the barbecue. I got a bunch of chuck steak that I found out was good, by the way. You guys watch that video. If you didn't, you'll watch it again. But let's have a blast. Let's do that where we all sit down and eat. I could do it early too, so that if people want to drive home, they can drive home. Listen, I'm not indisposed to that. I will get together with my brothers and sisters anytime, any place, anywhere, because I realize how important it is to spend that time together. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's throw the music on, do the copyright, throw everything out the window, and have a great meal, you guys. I would love that. Okay, so Mr. Flanders, ha, you have to come down and help us with some of that cooking, though. Nah, I'm just teasing. All right, everybody. So I think we're rounding up to that 36 or that 30 minutes. Um, but just know that I am going to be dedicated. I'm going to fish on Mondays, you guys. I want to say this at the very end, though. Guys, listen, a lot of our guys are going through some stuff right now. And we've got, our good old staples, right? The Moody Blues, the Fire Bead, the Crazy Egg, which it is Crazy Egg time, you guys. That thing glows in the water. I'm telling you, the Coho, the Chinook, they just go nuts over it, okay? Um, we have our staple colors. We have our Pink Lady. We have the Strawberry Quick. We have all of our staple colors that I know for a consistent fact catch fish. It's just a matter of the time that you use them, right? Right now, I think we're going to be getting into. Okay, so Garrett's saying that he should be healed by January, but January is too late. We all need to get together before then. And I'll do up some smoked salmon too, guys, for that get together. So Mr. Flanders called it. Thank you, Raven. That comes a lot from a spiritual man like you to say prayers for our brothers. Thank you, bro. All right, guys. So this new color, Joe is trying to get it up on the website so that you guys can see it. just know that I'm going to be dedicated to that lab that you're seeing right there. I'm going to be dedicated to that lab. I am going to run those baits out. I've got a bunch of them already. The new worms are coming, the new jig heads are coming. I would rather you guys come in and pick up the jig heads because that's lead. Trying to ship it gets expensive, and I'm trying to keep it at that $5 shipping, right? As you guys know, that's just unheard of. So I'm doing the best I can to make everything affordable for you guys. So please support us so that we can support. I will announce next week. We will not be the sponsor for the Fallen Outdoors this year. We are going to pick some other organizations to fund this year. As well as that, we've had a few Facebook pages say that we were spamming them, and they're local, right? It just cracks me up. So, as far as God sent, our store and our online presence and the things that we do in the community, you won't see our posts there anymore. We'll just block you. Our Facebook page has hit 3,500. The YouTube is going to grow like crazy, and I want to share that with Brian too. Brian, I'm telling you, we're on to something here. The classes are coming. We get sponsored for those. So we are going to grow exponentially. We're probably going to go do a show this year, you guys, so that we can sit down with the fishermen at that show and explain how our stuff works. Because that we're working the baits, making them pretty, we got to go from there. Okay, so I definitely know by that doing that right there that we're at the 36 minutes, you guys. Everybody, happy hooking, God sent fishing, over and out. I'm going to go have chuck steak with cabbage and a braised beef sauce. So, guys, that invitation is up for all of us to get together for a Friday night. And there's some fishing coming up. So, let's try to plan that. Wilson Flanders hit that right on the barrelhead, you guys. Everybody, good night, happy hooking, and over and out, everybody. I had fun tonight. I hope you did too.